Okay, time for rivals. Who do we have? We have Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, Nico Rosberg and Bottas. You know what, I'm thinking, just because it's so close between me and him, we're going to choose Vettel. Okay, this is now interesting. Anyway, let's go. This is it. This is the Italian Grand Prix, and it is at this track where we will start our fight back against Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton for the F1 2015 Drivers' World Championship. So we're going to cut straight into the action now. We're in, this is our first lap, I should say, and we come through the final corner on the Parabolica. It's a 5th gear corner, nice and easy on the run up to the line, 6th gear in the limiter. Our first lap is a 1:32.8. Raikkonen goes fastest on a 1:31.3, which is 1.5 seconds faster than us. So 1.5 seconds around Monza, that is a mountain to climb. But we're going to try anyways. Back on our second lap using the rich mix on the fuel setting. Coming into the final corner again, same as last time, nice and easy. 5th gear up into 6th gear, buzzing in the limiter. 6th gear coming up to the line, 7th over the line, and we go purple on a 1:29.7, and that is the fastest lap of the session so far. Confirmation of 1:29.1. My teammate going past there, and sitting in the garage now. We were thinking about doing another flying lap, but then I thought, let's retire the car. We're fastest, and I'm happy with the setup. So there we are. Our rival Sebastian Vettel in 5th place, so Ferrari 4th and 5th, then the two Mercedes, then I'm in 1st, so a pretty decent practice result today. And our teammate down there in 18th, only just beating the Manor cars. So that's been a pretty good practice session for us. But anyways, let's cut onto the race. Here we go. I'm looking forward to this. Monza is a low deck track, so we should be able to make the tyres last quite long here. We have I was using a low aero setup in the practice session, but I probably think for a bit of extra straight line speed that we may just take a bit more off the front wing. So we're going to do that. I'm thinking I may pit early and get off the prime tyres as quickly as I can, you know, just to get rid of them and go onto the option tyres early. But anyways, we'll bear that in mind as we go to the grid. So here we are on the grid in the Italian Grand Prix. We're last place, building up to 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go. And we're going to try and look to get a good start. It is a long run down to the first corner, and we're staying with Stevens. They're not normally bolting off away from me like they normally do. So we're going to try and look to the inside of Will Stevens and Merry coming into the first chicane. Nazar going very slowly, and he's just lost a front wing end plate, so that's a bit of a piss up for him. But we've got past the two Manor cars, so all in all, not a bad start. But Nazar kicking up some of the dust here, and we're going to go all the way around the outside. Alonso nearly forcing us off there, so we go around the outside of our teammate. Coming into the second chicane, someone has lost their front wing. It doesn't look to be Ricciardo. We go up the inside of Ricciardo, and we lose the tail on the exit, and we run into the side of Sergio Perez in the Force India. We're trying to go down the inside of Marcus Ericsson coming into the first Lesmo, and That's a good move. I'm going to go around the outside of Ricciardo into the second Lesmo. Ricciardo just blocking my teammate from following through as well. The two Lotuses having a bit of a ding-dong battle up ahead, and I think Grosjean has lost his front wing, and he has lost it indeed. And now Maldonado is behind us, and we must beware of Maldonado. I mean, at Monza he can do anything. I mean, he could not look where he was going. He could suddenly brake. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have to take extreme caution when overtaking. We were going to try and look for a move down the inside, but that wasn't going to work at all. So we're coming towards the end of the first lap now. We're going to try and use the slipstream from the Lotus of Maldonado, pulling to the inside on the main straight, and we get a move done in front of all the Tifosi, all the Ferrari fans here, so give them something to look at. And, well, we get the move done for 11th place. We pass Maldonado. Sainz Jr. is in 10th position, so all in all, it's not been that bad a start for us, to be honest. We've made up 9 positions, so all in all, pretty good. But we are kind of cut to the end of lap 2. We're still chasing down Carlos Sainz Jr. I believe that we've just set the fastest lap of the race, the 1:29.888. I'm not exactly sure. But our rival Sebastian Vettel is in 4th position. There you go, confirmation, fastest lap of the race so far. But as I was saying, our rival Sebastian Vettel is in 4th position, so that's not good for us in the championship challenge. So we're going to try and get after him as quickly as we can. But first we're going to have to negotiate Daniel Kvyat as we force our way through in the second chicane. We've caused a collision, and rightly so. I mean, that was quite a bit of a forceful move. But coming into the second Lesmo, we run a bit wide and we're going off the track.
It was at this moment that
Tony
knew he fucked up.
We're in the barriers and we've lost our front wing. Oh my god, it was all going so well. I just put too much power down on the exit of that first Lesmo, and there's the effect it had. So we've lost position to Kvyat, and we're about to lose even more as we go off at the third chicane. We've got no front wing, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think, judging by the amount of tyre wear that's gone on, so virtually none, we're going to try and hopefully take some option tyres to the end of the race. That's about 10 laps on the options on the low deg track, so I don't know, that's going to be interesting. It's a very ambitious call, so, and hopefully this will be our only stop, provided we don't break the front wing anymore. So the stop is at 6.2 seconds. That's actually quite a decent stop, regarding that we had to change the front wing. And away we go. So it's actually looking to be very good for us at the moment. And I just hope we can actually try and recover the ground we've lost during that pit stop phase. So new boots, option tyres, and quite a bit of spare fuel on board, so we should be able to really push now. So cutting on to lap 7, we've made a few places up due to cars pitting. We're chasing down Nico Hulkenberg in the Force India, who I believe has yet to make his stop, and we get the move done into Parabolica. Not as easy as I would like, because he tried to get the switch back on us, but we ultimately get P11 from him. So we got a bit better traction off the exit of Parabolica. And just look at all these cars coming out of the pits now. We're going to dive and duck between the slipstream of Bottas. Rosberg finds himself blocked by Will Stevens, so we go around the outside of him very easily, and that's us up into 5th place in the Italian Grand Prix. So literally, who would have thought it? Lap 8, we try and go down the inside of Verstappen, we're off again, and then I hit the wrong button, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But then, as I look back, it's our championship rival Sebastian Vettel. He's gone off at the chicane as well, and Rosberg's trying to come back at us for 3rd place. And I keep glancing back, That is not a sight you want to see in your rear view mirrors, and it's at this point I think, oh crap, all these cars are faster than me, so I best switch into mix 3 because they're all going to get DRS on me now, just to add to my misery. Although I think, should I really be miserable, I'm in 3rd place in the Italian Grand Prix from last, so I'm really not sure what's happening. But Rosberg, Vettel or Bottas, they didn't mount an attack on me in the first DRS zone, so I'm quite thankful for that. I think this is a lapped car up ahead of us, and yes, it's Roberto Merri, so we're going to try and we used a bit of the slipstream when we get past him. Now I'm praying he holds Rosberg and that lot up, so I can officially go and... So now we've cut on to lap 10 of 13, we're still 3rd, and chasing down Lewis Hamilton for 2nd place in the Italian Grand Prix. And just look how much we close up to him in the 2nd chicane. I'm going to get him on the exit of the 2nd chicane. I think that's called Villa Roger. I don't know what the name of the chicanes are at all. I only know about 4 corners on this track. But that's us up into 2nd place. Cutting towards the end of lap 11, and we're chasing down Felipe Massa for the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. We've got DRS on him, but it's at this point tyre wear is starting to worry me, as our tyres have gone beigey orange. So, and in a 25% race they can really degrade quite quickly. But getting back to the action, we nearly went down Massa's inside into the 1st chicane. But we're using the slipstream through Curva Grande, pulling out towards the outside, and we get the move done for the lead of the race before we even get to the braking zone for the 2nd chicane. So that is us through into the lead of the race, and hopefully we can keep this position and hopefully bring home those 25 points. Cutting on to we've now cut on to lap 13, and it looks like we've actually pulled away from Massa a bit. And we come through the final corner. I really didn't expect to get a win here today, guys. But I mean, we've just won the Italian Grand Prix.
Well done on a superb race. You really deserve that. Great job.
Well, I said at the start of the video, our fight back starts here, and we sure have delivered. We secure our first win in, I think, 2 or 3 races. So, yeah, our first win in 3 races at Italy. Felipe Massa comes 2nd, Lewis Hamilton 3rd, our championship rival Vettel in 4th, and our teammate in 17th place. Alonso, what are you doing, man? I may as well just go and get Jenson Button to replace you for next season. If I stay at McLaren, that is. In the championship, we've increased our gap over Vettel from 1 point to 14 points. We've also closed the gap to Lewis Hamilton to 13 points. In the constructors, we're still 3rd, but Williams are just 2 points behind us. So it is extremely close between me and the Williams cars. Mercedes still lead, and Ferrari 2nd. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's race. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this race. I'm quite happy we got that victory. Our first one in 3 races. But yeah, that's all I can really say. I hope you have enjoyed the video today. Thank you so very much for watching, and goodbye.